Hi everyone, welcome to the World of Warships Legends free-to-play series on the ThinkumDrinkum channel. We use the ThinkumDrinkum account, which is a completely free-to-play account, to play this game for free, no money. I've given the game no money. I'll be completely upfront if I ever do and give you exactly how much I've spent in the game. But my plan is for now to just keep this free to play. Again, there may be some time in the future that and occasionally a campaign shows up that the campaign ship is really good, in which case I'll probably work. If I get to the end of the campaign ship's really good, maybe I go for the admiralty backing. I'm trying to play this kind of from the perspective of somebody that enjoys this game, wants to play it free to play or as close to free to play as possible. But yeah, for right now, we're completely free to play. The campaign for this season is completely free. The admiralty backing is free, so we got our free admiralty backing, and we're working towards getting either the Rhode Island or the Sevastopol. Right? We'll decide when we get there, if we get there. It's hard to do when you are starting a first free-to-play account early on, and the reason why is because a lot of this weekly havoc, once you get into these trials that are 2-tier high, you have to have a tier 4 ship in order to do them. You have to. You won't get past the first week, and therefore there's just no way that you can earn to get your to get the campaign, right? So if you don't have a tier 4 ship, and you don't have the time to dedicate to this, there's no reason, in my opinion, there's no reason to get the admiralty backing. Maybe you want, so if you look at the campaign, there is some extra rewards just for getting the admiralty backing. The top row is the reward that you get if you have the admiralty backing. The bottom reward is the reward you get if you do not have the admiralty backing. So you do get some extra rewards. Is it worth what is it, normally about $20, I think, to get the admiralty backing for each campaign? That's up to you. I would probably not do it if I wasn't getting the ship out of it, right? And so most of the time I will not be getting the admiralty backing. Now you will get some doubloons, like I'm looking in the top row and seeing what's there. There's some doubloons. There's some. There are some okay things. There's some nice things that are in the admiralty backing, right? So like here, you get an extra 3 early crates or whatever. Let's see, explore this one. Those are the Japanese hybrid battleship crate. So since they're in preview right now, the Japanese hybrid battleships, this is an opportunity to get one of those battleships in early access. Now, what that means is typically in the next campaign, which starts sometime mid-January, late January, these Japanese hybrid battleships will be available for everybody. And so you can either wait, but here you'll get an extra 3 crates to try more to get them early. And but yeah, sometimes they'll have other things that you can get, like ship parts and stuff. Sometimes they'll be in the admiralty backing, so you have to buy that to earn a ship like the Dunkum. Luckily, the Dunkum is available. All the ship parts are without the admiralty backing, and of course we have the admiralty backing anyway because it was free this tier. We also get a tier at level 70. There's a free ship, the Orkan, which is a tier 6 destroyer, Pan-European destroyer. Pretty good little destroyer. Let's explore that. We'll view the ship. It's one of the only ships at tier 6 that's going to have radar. So like if you look at the loadout, you have the option to have radar here. It's a 9-kilometer radar that lasts 20 seconds, which is not bad. The only problem is you don't have smoke. Smoke is nice when you have radar because then you can shoot a ship, but they can't see you, right? So here, you can radar somebody down. Really, you kind of, in order to use the radar, it's really helpful if you have a teammate close to you or a teammate nearby that can also shoot whatever ship it is that you're radaring. But yeah, pretty awesome when for spotting other destroyers and stuff, catch them off guard. If they don't, especially at tier 6 where nobody really expects other ships to have radar. There are very few ships at tier 6 that have radar. There are a few, don't get me wrong, but very few have radar. Especially, I think that's the Orkin is the only destroyer at tier 6 that has radar, if I'm not mistaken, because radar at tier 7, there are a couple of destroyers, the Black and the Split, both have radar at tier 7, but all right, let's get back into it. So we're taking a look at our bureau. We have our bonus done for our bureau. Right now we're working Castillia and the Yamato, because that's what we have the most coverage for like ships and commanders and stuff. So, we do need one more for Yamato, which is the IshiZuchi. I think we have all of the oil for our fleet. We do. We have all the oil for our fleet. Upgrades. We do want to upgrade the ship XP received. Ship XP received, yes. I was going to say I don't think we want to upgrade but we don't need to. I was not going to upgrade the global, but maybe I did that last time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade the ship XP received. I'm not going to upgrade the steel, and I'm probably not going to upgrade the commander XP for a little while. We'll probably work on these. And officer house may be next, so we get more people in. Anyway, yeah, I haven't gone through here and looked at things, but it looks like people are playing pretty well and earning a lot of oil, so that's good. I haven't played with anybody in a little while, but we'll see if anybody wants to play or anybody's online later. This is my main account, Thinkum. Not the best win rate, not the best KD. I don't claim to be the best player by any means, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get our last thing. What do we need for that? We need the IshiZuchi. Let me take off these flags. We need a win in the IshiZuchi, but it's not going to count. We need to do either AI or standard or arcade, and we'll do standard. Right, we'll do AI. I just want to get this knocked out. Again, with some of these bonus stuff, since you have to get a win, I just like to get it knocked out sometimes. With the ship we don't have torpedoes, and we completely missed the Doroider. Nice. Totally missed it. See, our secondary is shot to 3.5 kilometers. Not very far. But we have a secondary gun booster, which is this one on the of our little booster, our little consumables. It's the one on the that I hit when I hit my right D-pad. Looks like a little circle with 2 guns there. I guess that's a symbol for the secondary, enhanced secondary booster, I think is what it's called, or something like that. Shoot. We should have hit a lot harder, that Kaiser. My aim was incorrect. Wow, we barely hit him. Alright, we gotta come this way. These 2 ships are coming around at us. Alright, we're gonna turn on our secondary booster. Name it the St. Louis. Looks like he's trying to come and ram us. He's really coming at us. He doesn't have torpedoes, so... Guns don't turn fast enough. That's why I shot earlier like that. When the ship's going past you and your guns don't turn fast enough, which a lot of them won't, you gotta hit. You gotta shoot as your guns are. Like aim for the brief moment that it is. I don't know why I'm not very good at hitting the Citadel with this shit. I shot at the water there. Putting my ship back into the island. I haven't killed any ships with this. 60,000 damage, not very good. Well, that should have finished got us 100,000 research points. That's good. We ended up number 1 on the list. I don't know how, but go back. Okay, so now Akuma, we are 17 global XP or 17 XP away from the Furutaka. Let's play a standard and get that. I'm not going to use any flags. We're going to be there. We're just going to go get it. Even if we lose, we should get 17 XP. Who knows? Maybe we don't, but maybe we get absolutely zapped right at the beginning and don't get it. All right, we have 4 destroyers in here. Ouch. Walkie-talkie, Medea, turbine, V170. Okay, we did not get tiered up. We have the Pahonix, IshiZuchi, and Hosho. We have 2 destroyers over here, and we have 1 coming. All right, what are they? Wakeful, V25, and who else is coming? V25. Somebody getting a cap. We have the IshiZuchi on our side. We have a destroyer on the cap. We're spotted. The Pahonix is trying to shoot us. We go into our kiting position. Oh, there's a destroyer. He's playing the reverse forward game. Fine. Tori's dead. IshiZuchi. Oh, we're gonna have to turn. That's gonna hurt. Oh, he's shooting HE. I don't know why he's shooting HE. Of course, we're gonna broadside to him. And he just took out our rudder, which is not good. Back up. We're gonna have to play the stop and go game. He's playing stop and go. Well, he's reversing. Okay, we can. Phoenix, you want to get in here? Come on, buddy. Oh, everybody on my team is dead. We're gonna die. My rudder's out. And man, I seem to have the wrong shells loaded at the wrong time on this ship. I'm gonna die. Go ship, God bless it. Nothing is frustrating as having your rudder out. We didn't get any kills. Our team freaking just melted. We held our own, but our team freaking melted. Alright. Well, we should, when this match finishes up, we should have a... should have a new ship, the Furutaka. Whoops. We'll go ahead and purchase that ship, 455,000. So now, you know, see tier 4, tier 5 ships start costing a lot more, and you almost have to save up to start getting, you know, tier 6, tier 7, and definitely being in a fleet. See, our fleet discounted is that? I think the ship is on discount anyway. But, you know, part of what the fleet does is discount ships for you, right? So I don't know if, I don't think the 45,000 that this is discounted. Are we getting a 10% discount on ships? I don't know. We'll check and see. Otherwise, they're just having a sale on ships. So purchase it. Let's see what the fleet has. What's the fleet upgrade? So ships, dry dock, ship, you know, cost of researchable ships minus 9%. So yeah, yeah, that's a fleet discount, 9% off ships, and somebody that's fully upgraded with fully upgraded on their shipyard will have a 15% discount on ships. So yeah, the benefits of being in a fleet. If you're not in one, you can always send a request to join mine 0123, which is Fibonacci, as in the Fibonacci sequence. Yeah. If you'd like, or join any fleet, really. It's just good. And it's good fun if you, especially if you get in an active fleet. You know, if you're not in an active fleet, see if you can find one. And it's a little hard to do sometimes. Let me assign a commander here. Let's take our well, we need to outfit our Furutaka, but let's take it into standard. Furutaka, let's assign a commander in Makawa. And we'll get the first upgrade for the Furutaka. Let's see. Furutaka, main battery, 36-second, 180-degree turn time. 2 on the shell grouping, 21 meters, 35 millimeters horizontal, vertical. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. 18% fire setting chance. Pretty decent. 12.1 kilometers. Okay, so as far as the upgrade goes, we need the turret traverse because 18 seconds is, well, quite a long time. If we notice that like we need some dispersion and stuff, we'll come back and get that. It'll only cost us 100,000. So a lot of people are like, hey, spend 25 doubloons to change your modules. And I would say that that is definitely worth it if for tier 3 and for tier 4 modules especially any that you've upgraded using steel. If you take that module off a ship, which you should avoid, you know, if possible. But if you do, spending 25 doubloons to take that off so that you can re-put it on another ship or re-put it on at a later time is definitely worth it. Don't sell those modules. For these first slot modules that are 200,000, I mean, the silver is easier to get than the doubloons, especially for in a free-to-play account. So I would suggest selling those modules. So like if we were going to switch right here, I would click this. I'd hit sell installed modification, which is a turret traverse, and I purchased and installed a new one for only 100,000 silver. So yeah, I would suggest for at least for these two slots, right? The two, sorry, not those are slots. At least on ships, as you get higher ships, they'll have more and more slots. They'll have up to four at tier 7. Then, you know, like I said, the tier, and I'm not talking about these slots over here, the red, yellow and black slots. I'm talking about these permanent slots, permanent upgrade slots on ships. As you get into tier 6 and 7, you'll start getting those slots 3 and 4. There are a few lower tier ships that have all 4 slots, but very few. Anyway, don't sell the tier 4 slot modules. Don't sell them. Use 25 doubloons if you have it. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. You know, it's a game. But anyway, let's find a camo for this. We have some camos here. We actually have this camo. We actually have some of these peppermint wrap camos. Let's see how the Furutaka looks in peppermint wrap camo. That actually kind of looks cool. So we can do that. Another option is this camo. That actually kind of looks pretty cool too. Or, oops. And another, God bless it, come on. Okay, another camo is, I forgot that there's something you can do to like look at the ship while you're in the camo. Oh, L2 to preview. That's what I should have done. Santa 21, let's preview that. Whoops. Oh, L2. Santa 21, I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see, black. Not a huge fan of that. What else do we have? Santa in red. Oh, I like this preview now that I've figured out how to use it. And, oh, and we don't have to go back to switch it. We can just arrow. That looks pretty cool. I like the default camos on the Japanese ships. The greens and the gray, I think are cool. That looks cool. I think I'm going to go with the peppermint, just to kind of commemorate. So I am going to create a permanent camo out of this. So we will hold square to convert to permanent. And I'm going to take that off. Whoops. Take that off and put that on. And let's see. Can I upgrade it? What do we need to upgrade this? We need 150 paint to upgrade it. If I melt these, so I usually will melt these 4. I'm going to save 12 of them, which would be 57, 55. So we can melt up to 55 of these, which will give us quite a few paint. 385. It won't take us to a tier 4 thing, but we'll definitely upgrade this to level 2. Whoops. So that's upgraded to level 2. Won't take us to level 3. I don't know if I want level 3. Well, I mean tier 4. Definitely at tier 5 I want level 4 if possible. We'll save these. We'll go with level 2 camo. Let's see. Let's check our Makawa. So we have chances of HE, shells and bombs causing fire up. We have speed up. We have we don't have sonar. I think we're good where we are. Let's see the Furutaka. No AA defense. None. 6 average damage per second, and it doesn't even start till the planes are 3 kilometers away. So, yeah, we are definitely a target for planes. Main battery 180 turn time, 30 seconds. That's better than 36 for sure. HE shell damage is up to 3369, which is actually pretty good. Our reload time kind of sucks at 15 seconds. I wish we could get that down. Oops. Do we have anybody that we could use as a inspiration to help us with reload? I'm not going to switch this inspiration. I just want to see what we have for inspiration. Let's select cruisers. Hold on time, torpedo acquisition range, repair party. Sea detectability range, movement speed. Cruiser speed. Ricochet angle of ship shells, that's for AP obviously. Main battery reload time 0.2%. So that's not worth switching this out. And Hank proper also has main battery reload time. Still not worth switching it out for now. Could promote Makawa up to 11. That will take 63 promotion orders. I'm not the biggest fan of well, Makawa's good for cruiser detectability, but for his skill for using him as inspiration. So he's not bad to promote, but for right now, when we have such limited resources at the beginning of this match, I'm not going to promote him. So we will use him as is for Furutaka, first match.
Stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. Teammate, I need your support.
is our range? It's not very far. 12-1. We can hit the Fuso and the Texas, which they can also see us, so we need to watch out because they have our broadside. And that's not good. And we're going to turn back to put guns on him and turn away again. So this is kind of a funny thing here. I got a lot of shooting this. Polaris.
All stations provide fire support.
See, when you're spotted, nobody can spot you if they're outside of your shooting range. However, if somebody within your shooting range spots you, they'll see you even if they're outside of your shooting range. So it's kind of cool because, damn, carrier fucking smacked us. Again, we don't have, and I think the carrier knows we don't have any sort of protection. Well, we do have planes. Never mind. We should have launched that plane. Somebody there he is. See, now nobody can spot us, even though we shot, because the one ship that was within our firing range, the Fubuki, is now dead. So we instantly, as soon as he died, we instantly were not spotted anymore. Even though normally it's like a 20-second timer, I think, to get unspotted after you shoot, depending on like your build and stuff. There are certain things that can change that. Certain commander skills or whatever. Shattered. We only hit one shell and we shattered it. Damn. What is wrong with our aim today? I'm not really watching. I haven't been watching too much where we're hitting. Holy moly. See that Hyuga just freaking, whew, that hurt. That hurt so bad. Which is why in most of these Japanese cruisers, you generally I was trying to get into the cab though. That's what I get for trying to cap. And Tennessee's aiming at us now. Yep, there it comes. That's going to be the end of us. Texas will end us. Yep. Well, it was a good match anyway. Tried my best. Didn't kill anybody hard. So, yep. Alright, let's work on the Cervera. That's the next one, I think. We got 5,984 left there. We'll see if we win that battle. So like with the tier 4 now, you can see your first victory. You get the 50 tickets or whatever. You also get the 1.5 ship XP. So the blue anchor indicates that there's a prize for your first win, for the next victory bonus. The blue anchor means that there's that prize, and then the red star means that you get for the first victory, and that comes back every day with the XP, the ship XP. So your first win in that ship every day. Of course, we won in the Almirante Cervera, but maybe because we didn't, we played it a little bit earlier in the War Tales. Maybe the War Tales isn't counting towards that. So let's play Almirante. I say Almirante. Almirante. Almirante Cervera. Almirante Cervera. Cervera. I don't know how to say it. I try to roll my R's. I grew up in New Mexico. I should know how to do that. Like rojo. See, I know how to do it sometimes. Cervera, but that Cervera is Almirante. Okay, I did enough with my horrible Spanish accent. Let's go, Cervera.
¡A sus estaciones de combate! Fuerza enemiga avistada en el horizonte.
Short thing, sorry. I'm at work and I had to type something for my work, so I missed a minute of the match. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to be more attentive in my future videos and try not to record these while I'm supposed to be doing engineering stuff. Software engineering, software, whatever it is. AI engineering, whatever you want to call it.
detectado. Hemos hundido un destructor enemigo. Un gran comienzo.
Tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
By the way, guys, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not the best player at this game by any means. There are a lot of really good players in this game. I think I'm at best average, at best. Maybe, perhaps, maybe a little above average, depending on like who you're considering. But like that being said, I'm very open to you guys helping me out with some tips, and I think that, you know, as long as they're constructive in nature, and not like mean and stuff, I think that things like that can help other other players that watch this series. So I would love to have any tips that you have, or any comments, any things that I'm doing right or any things that I'm doing wrong in the comments. I think would be super helpful for me, for other players. You know, let's make this a community where we can all like help each other get better at the game. If you have, you know, suggestions or, you know, little tools or tidbits, all is welcome for sure. And thank you in advance for any of that. I've thought about setting up like a what you call it, but I don't know. I think, what's the Discord, right? Let me know if you guys want to have like a Discord community or something like that. That might be okay too. I know Discord's had some issues recently with, like, they had a hack and stuff, and I don't know if, I haven't heard people talking about Discord very much lately. It used to be that anybody that did gaming, you know, they always had a Discord following and a Discord thing, but I don't know if that's changed or what. Maybe that's more for PC gamers, I don't know.
Torpedos al frente.
Oh, we gotta watch those torpedoes. You always want to turn in torpedoes if possible. See, because you're trying to get your butt end out of the way with the torpedoes. Just like that. And I should be shooting HE, but that works. Is that destroyer gonna try and go down? Come this way by going down below the island? Yes. What a douche. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's like sitting there waiting. I don't know. Not spotted anymore. Looks like, you know, they have two ships over here. Not super proud of the damage that I've done this match, but definitely had better matches. But I do like this Cervera ship. Almirante. I gotta remember that. Almirante Cervera. I hate saying Almirante because I want to say that with the Almirante because it sounds so Spanish. What are you doing, dude? Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that and ram me.
Torpedos a proa.
I'm gonna eat one of these torpedoes.
Torpedos a estribor.
Maybe not. Oh, I'm definitely gonna eat one of those. because that idiot decided to freaking ram
Hay
us.
un agujero bajo la línea de flotación.
Made us slow
Nos
down.
inundamos rápidamente. Problema resuelto, señor.
How did we miss those?
Nuestro equipo tiene la ventaja. Hemos hundido un destructor enemigo.
À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
We shattered. So we're trying to hit these ships with HE, we're trying to hit the superstructure. So let's see where that hits. Good spot. He's going to go a little bit faster now that he's more perpendicular to us. So about right there. We need a little bit further back. Maybe a little bit further forward. Let's see. We'll try a little bit further forward. I think that's too far forward. Seem to hit, see this, the line that we were using to aim? I think we hit a little bit behind that, so maybe that'll be good. We got a fire, another shatter. But the other ship got the kill. All right. Not bad in this ship, 2 kills. 15,000 damage, which is kind of meager to say the least. Middle of the road. 70,000 silver. 7,000 weekly boost. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Trying to keep these episodes at like 50 or less than an hour, because that's what the PlayStation makes me record these videos at. One of these days I will one of these days I'll become a real YouTuber and get a capture card, or a real streamer, get a capture card. But until then, we'll keep the episodes at less than an hour. So yeah, so let's do our Furutaka upgrades, because those definitely will help, right? So let's look at what we have. We can change the torpedoes. Torpedoes Type 8 Mod 2 will give us more damage than the torpedoes. The range will go out to 10 kilometers, which is nice. Torpedo speed slows down to 59 knots, not so good. But the detectability is less. And the reload time is 3 seconds more. That's pretty trivial, 3 seconds. Main battery firing range we definitely want. Reload time we definitely want. But we definitely want this hull. Fire resistance goes up, rudder shift time goes down. AA mounts, we get 2 more, we definitely need that. Let's get that. For the second upgrade, do we want firing range or do we want reload time? We want firing range, right? Caliber is +3 and maximum AP shell damage goes up by 200. Oh my goodness. What's the current caliber? I don't think I've ever seen the caliber go up. Caliber's 200, so that's 3 millimeters more. But it only changes the AP, which I don't really shoot that much anyway. And the main battery right now we're at 12.1. Yeah, let's get the range. Let's get the range. The next one we get will be the reload. The reload would be nice. God, that would be nice. 1.5 seconds is a lot, but the firing range is definitely needed on this ship at Tier 4. Especially in a cruiser. The further out you can shoot, the you can stay behind and stay maybe behind some of the battleships and not be so exposed to other ships, especially if you're kiting or anything. So yeah, that's it. Oh, looks like we got a crate. Let's open that real quick before the end of the video, before we cut out. We got a commander crate. Awesome. We definitely need those when we're first starting these accounts. Ozawa. Okay, this is the new commander for the Japanese hybrid, the Japanese battleships that have the planes and they can do the torpedoes. So they call them the hybrid battleships. So yeah, that's definitely one that we need. if, hopefully, in the future, we get a Japanese hybrid battleship to add to our fleet, to add to our collection here. Let's see. We get our first opportunity. I'm looking at the campaign because right now I don't think you can get those things through the store. You get them here. So the very next thing that we hit for our campaign, we would get our first crate, Japanese hybrid battleship crate. So yeah, tune in for the next episode, and hopefully we'll work towards that one and see if we can get that Japanese hybrid battleship crate, get some more of these tickets, and maybe get another Mystic Lantern. All right, until then, have fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.